Okay. Okay, welcome everybody. We're so glad to see so many of you here this morning. This is our next installment of our webinar series, Beyond the Dance Floor. My name is Mylene McCall, and I am co-host of the social media chairman along with Bonnie Aberson of the United Square Dancers of America. The United Square Dancers of America is your National Dancers Association, and we represent all of you. Many of you may not be familiar with who we are and all that we have to offer, so we encourage you to visit our website, www.usda.org, to learn more about us. Today's session will showcase USDA's educational material. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping items to cover, and fingers crossed this goes good this time. First off, this session is being recorded, so by participating in this program, you agree to be recorded. Secondly, we have muted everybody upon admission. Now, well, we've muted you now, I believe, so that we can minimize any background noise that may be distracting to the panel or audience.
Most people aren't muted, Mylene.
Okay, so can I mute everybody?
You should be able to.
Okay.
Are you there, Dale?
Yes, I'm on now.
Oh, good.
Well, I'm not seeing where to mute everybody.
We haven't really started, Dale.
Then everybody, just ask everybody to mute themselves.
You've got a little microphone on your little pictures. If you can just hit the mute on there, this way it'll leave the speaker and cut out the background noise.
Mylene, before I mute us, Dale is on and he's here with audio, so he's gonna do it.
I see it now, so I will go there. Thank you. We want to see who you are and where you're from. So if you haven't already done so, we'd like you to identify yourself by your name and the city and state where you live. If you don't know how, I'll do this. I'll show you quickly. I'm going to share my screen. Share. I got two monitors going up over here and it's kind of playing games with me. So can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, so if you find your name on your list, and there's three little dots on there, you click on that and rename yourself from there. So I'm going to change mine from my name to where I'm from, just to give you an idea. And then you hit OK.
Mylene, right now you're only showing a blank screen that says Zoom. You're not showing the one with the picture.
Gosh, I got that other part to work. It says I'm showing my screen.
Well, you are showing a screen. You're just not showing the screen you want to be showing. Don't worry about it.
Well, okay, we'll just continue on with the other and I will put the background up there. You should see that now. Today's presentation.
You don't have the presentation.
I know I can't get my mouse to move. There we go. So are you seeing my presentation now?
Yes.
Okay. There's also a chat window on the bottom of your screens that you can utilize. And you can type messages into either directly into Bonnie or myself, and then or to everybody so they can see your questions, and we will present your questions at the appropriate time. Now that we've completed the little housekeeping duties, I'd like you to join me while we do the Pledge of Allegiance. As an organization, USDA likes to start all of their meetings by saying the Pledge of Allegiance, paying respect to our flag and our country. So please stand and join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag
the
of the
flag
United
of
States
the United States of America
and to the
and to
republic
the
for which it
for
stands,
which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under God,
under God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
for
with
liberty and justice.
liberty and justice.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce Dale and Kathy Worthington, the USDA Leadership and Education Chairman. Dale, I'll move your screens along when you're ready.
Okay, very good. If we can go to the slide number 2 then.
We're there with you.
There we go.
The showcase of ideas at the National Square Dance Convention. If any of you have attended a National Square Dance Convention, you probably have seen the large United Square Dancers of America, USDA, display in the showcase of ideas. USDA offers a variety of educational information on a variety of topics that would be of interest to both dancers and dance leaders. USDA News, the quarterly newsletter, mail subscription is $6 per year or free online subscription. There's 40 trifolds information sheet. They are free up to 10 copies each. 5 pamphlets, free up to 2 copies each. And 7 booklets, free up to 2 copies each. All trifolds, pamphlets, and booklets can be ordered and are printed direct from the USDA website at usda.org. Go ahead, next slide. Leadership, club leadership. Of course, clubs divide typical duties and responsibilities for a position in a manner that works best for their particular group. However, USDA has a series of trifolds that offers guidance regarding the responsibility of each club officer. Some of the things we learned by reviewing this literature includes, next, a president should be well versed in the club constitution, bylaws, and established policies and procedures. Should support area and state square dance organizations, festivals, conventions, and activities. Past president assures that the club calendar is adhered to by the board of directors, provide guidance, counsel, and training to new club officers, assist the vice president in the square dance class, and chair the nomination committee. Vice president serves as the club parliamentarian and assures adherence to the club constitution, bylaws, policies, and procedures, and prepares a class plan for the new dancer classes. Next slide. Next slide, please, Bonnie. Or is it Bonnie?
Mylene.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's Mylene's doing it. Okay.
Yeah, I've got the club leadership up.
Okay. Club leadership continued. Club secretary. In addition to preparing minutes following
I think Dale froze up on us.
I think you
Yep.
did. Tony or Diana, can you step in?
You're muted, Diana.
Sorry about that. Club secretary. In addition to preparing minutes following club meetings, the secretary is the club reporter and librarian and prepares articles for publication in area, state newsletters, and in local media, maintains guest book, maintains and posts the bulletin board and club calendar of events, and make sure copies of the calendar and other documents are available to the club members. The treasurer receive and disperse all club monies, maintain club bank accounts, prepare and present club financial reports, notify members of delinquent accounts 30 days after dues become payable. Club members, be socially clean, courteous, and pleasant. Know and adhere to your dance level. Volunteer to perform club functions without having to be asked. Help new dancers at class lessons. Assist in setup and cleanup of dance hall. Be courteous to speakers, callers, and fellow dancers. Be friendly and welcoming to everyone. No clicks. And as you can see, USDA has at least 4 publications dedicated to club members. Club callers is ISO 58. In addition to conducting club dances as scheduled, the caller conducts classes for new dancers, attends club board meetings, and report on activities of local, state, and national caller associations, and make recommendations for improvement of club operations. Periodically develop gimmicks or special events to create an atmosphere of fun and excitement. Club delegates, ISO 56, they can attend and actively participate in all area association and club meetings, disseminate all information and data to the club, be thoroughly familiar with the Constitution, bylaws, policies, and procedures and operations of the club and association. Ready for the next. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Growing your club. New dancers. We have quite a few publications on new dancers. Just one thing I want to say, I have listed on the screen all the different publications and the numbers. If it starts with IS, it is a 1 sheet of paper that's a trifold. If it started with the letter B, it is a full page book. And if it's a P, it's a half page booklet. So you have an idea what all those numbers are. And then I have the titles of the various publications there. So under new dancers, we have recruiting new dancers. Every club wants to attract and keep dancers. USDA realizes this, and it has 3 trifolds, 2 booklets, and 2 pamphlets specifically on the topic of new dancers. There is guidance on how to recruit new dancers, to run successful lessons, and even how to plan a class graduation. An important part of growing your club in retaining dancers and preventing club erosion. Check out our trifold, Retaining Dancers, and our pamphlet on club erosion for some fresh ideas. Next slide. What does it take to have a healthy club? Well, when Tony and I used to do the education and publications, and we got pretty familiar with these. And one of the things that we found fascinating was this first trifold called Club Checklist. It's really kind of an interesting thing because it's designed like a test that members of the club's board of directors or even the club members themselves can take, and it assesses their club in many areas. It'll provide a very helpful, to be very helpful in evaluating exactly where your club's strengths and weaknesses are. The next thing is insurance. As closely as safety rules are followed, accidents still happen. Are you there? Oh, I thought I heard him yelling. USDA offers affordable accident and liability insurance. Accident medical insurance helps protect club members from financial loss due to a covered accidental bodily injury. Liability insurance protects the club and its members from financial loss due to unforeseen incidents which may develop into litigation against members. Elizabeth, our insurance coordinator, always has an education seminar at the national convention. So if you're able to go to the national convention, you'll want to sign up for her seminar, so that her education sessions, so that you can learn more about USDA insurance. The next is Club Incorporation, and we have 3 pieces of literature on that, and it's very important because it protects officers and club members from personal liability. USDA offers 2 trifolds and 1 pamphlet on this subject. In November of 2020, USDA hosted a webinar on our new 501c3 nonprofit group exemption program. This is available to affiliates and clubs within our affiliates to allow clubs to take advantage of being a charitable exempt organization. For more information, you can go on our website, usda.org, and you can click on webinars where you can look at the presentation there, or go on programs and you'll find the 501c3 program listed there for more information. And we also have a trifold. So there are lots of ways to get information on that.
Diana, can I interrupt you a moment? We've
Yes.
got some people that are not muted and we're getting a lot of feedback. Could everybody be sure that you're muted? Thank you.
Dale back on.
Dale, are you on? Okay, I guess he's not. I just wanted to check. Bonnie, thank you. I kept thinking when I heard that feedback, I thought it was Dale trying to speak. So a couple of times I checked. Thanks. Oh, we lost the slides.
I'm coming right back.
Okay,
I hit the button and it moved, and I was trying to get back to where we were.
that's okay.
Darn technology anyway.
There we go. You should be back.
Nope.
Okay.
So in the interim here, I'll put a little president's message. As many of you may know, Diana and I are the presidents of this wonderful organization, and you've heard throughout the presentation so far that this and that and the other thing is on usda.org. So we would encourage you to go to our website and check it out, and also to continue spreading the word about our webinars and participating in them, because we're having fun doing them, and it's hopefully getting a lot of information out. Are you back on?
Yep, we are back.
Okay.
Thanks, Mylene. The last one is Roman numeral 5, bylaws for square dance clubs. All clubs should have bylaws to govern them. And this trifold will walk you through the creation of this important document. Okay, ready for the next. Promotion and publicity. The communication kit for square dance leaders offers how-to descriptions for advertising and promoting square dancing through the traditional media, such as newspapers, television, and radio, but also through social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and more. This book is a must-have for your club's library. The club newsletters have been a popular way to communicate with fellow dancers. USDA offers 2 publications chock full of helpful tips on how to put together this communication tool. Then the next is the main purpose of the Dancers Internet Communication Network, or email tree, which is IS041, is to pass along information to all dancers from the state, federation, and national dance organizations. This trifold will explain how to set up and maintain such a communication network. And finally, IS020, Square Dance Organizations, offers a brief summary of the functions of the major national and international organizations within the square dance movement. Let's have fun. A club special is a festive affair sponsored by a club for the fun and fellowship of the local square dance community. A club special may also be financially rewarding to the sponsoring organization, but is considered only as a secondary purpose of the event. There are many details that must be considered in planning, promoting, publicizing, conducting, and evaluating a club special. IS028 and B028 will help your club organize all of these details. Games, gimmicks, and skits are used to entertain before, during, and after a dance or at special club functions where light humor and jokes are the focus of the evening, or just to have a break in the routine of a good night of dancing. The USDA book, Games, Gimmicks, and Skits, B071, is packed full of fresh ideas for fun activities. IS045, Master of Ceremonies. Whether you realize it or not, every dance has a Master of Ceremony. Exactly what are the responsibilities of the MC? This trifold explains it all, along with some helpful tips and ideas. I don't know about any of you, but we watched the Tournament of Roses special on New Year's Day and talk about massive float construction projects. Well, USDA has a trifold, square dance floats, IS047, that will break it all down into simple, easy to follow steps. All you need to do is provide some ideas, materials, and labor. But publication will get you organized. Dale, are you back?
Yes, I am back on now.
Do you know where we are?
Yes,
Go
you're
for it.
doing the good old floats with the ideas, material, and labor. Okay. Have you ever been involved in a square dance competition? They are a lot of fun, but as with most activities, there must be detailed planning up front in order for it to be successful. The trifold, How to Hold a Competition Tip of Square Dancing, IS067, will walk you through all of the planning, including preparation for competition, rules for competition, instruction for competition day, and websites for further information. I guess I can go to the next page.
You're there.
Slide. Okay. Special programs. We don't want to go into a lot of details on the many special programs that USDA has available to the dancing community, since there will be the subject of a future webinar in the USDA webinar series Beyond the Dance Floor. However, we do want to mention that we have trifolds that explain the handicapable and wheelchair dancer programs, IS 021 and IS 022. The Handicapable Square Dance Convention takes place every other year, and USDA is very pleased to make a generous donation that enables handicapable dancers to attend that may not otherwise be able to go. Centennial Award, IS 024. Since its inception in 2014, the Centennial Award has been presented to 17 square dancers who have reached the milestone of 100 years young. This is an amazing program that honors a unique group of amazing dancers. The purpose of USDA USA Traveler Program is to promote visitation between dancers in all 50 states. Badges and bars are earned as the dancers dance in 12, 24, 36, 48, and 50 states.
And I think he froze up again.
Any participant who dances in 48 or 50 states will also be awarded a paid admission to the next National Square Dance Convention. So that's
I guess,
to get out
am I-
and travel once COVID is over. Yes, Dale,
I was just wondering if I lost my audio.
you did.
Oh,
You can pick it up at the prescription card.
okay. USDA prescription card, drug card program. The USDA has developed a program with an enhanced benefit card to provide discount prescription benefits at no cost to you. The plan also includes discounts on hearing aids. As we mentioned before, much more details will be provided on all of these programs in future USDA webinars. In the meantime, check out the publications on each of these special programs at usda.org. USDA Youth Program. The December USDA webinar on youth program went into great detail on the USDA Founders Youth Memorial Scholarship, along with youth dancing that is available throughout the United States. The trifold USDA Youth Program, ISY03, Youth Scholarship Application, ISY04, an affiliate nomination form for Youth Scholarship Applicant, ISY06, all explain the USDA Youth Scholarship that is available to high school seniors and college freshmen. Check out these trifolds and our youth webinar, both available on usda.org, and spread the word to any youth dancers you may be aware of. Many of the USDA Youth Program Scholarship publications have recently been updated. Youth Competition Dancing, ISY05, is a great companion to how to hold a competitive dance, a tip of square dancing, IS067. Take a youthful step, BY02. This booklet was developed by the USDA Youth Advisory Committee and is designed to provide some easy to follow basic information on how to establish and maintain a youth square dance group. Check it out.
No, Diana, you may have to step right back in again. I think we lost. Dale.
Okay, yeah, I'm back in again.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Still not sure who USDA is? After all this information, we hope you realize that USDA is much more than dancer insurance. As you can see, insurance, though very important, is only one small part of who USDA is and what we have to offer. This coming June in Jackson, Mississippi, United Square Dancers of America will celebrate its 40th anniversary. USDA is an organization formed by dancers, for dancers, and is under the operational control of dancers. The first webinar in our Beyond the Dance Floor series, October 2020, was devoted to explaining what USDA is all about. You can view the slides from that presentation on usda.org. Check out the website to learn even more about the organization that is in existence to support you, the dancer.
I'm sorry, Roger. All right.
Next slide. Oh, I'm starting to lose it again.
X out of that.
Oh.
Up top,
Okay, let's see.
right there.
You ready for the next slide?
Yes, please.
He's gone.
Okay. How do I get my hands on this great information? You can email Kathy and I, go to USDA website, usda.org, where you can order and or print the publications. Visit the USDA display at the Showcase of Ideas at the National Square Dance Conventions, or check with your USDA Regional Vice President. And that's it.
It's still
Uh-oh.
stable.
Final slide.
Thank you, Dale and Kathy. And one of the things I brought up on the chat, I've been kind of watching it, but you know, when you talked about the bylaws, with so many of our clubs not currently able to dance in person, now is the time to start looking at your club bylaws. Are they still the ones you had 30 years ago when we had lots and lots of dancers, or, you know, do you need to update those? I know several groups I've been involved with have been going back and looking at those. Your
I don't speak this anymore, do I?
those kind of things. So, you know, part of a way to keep your dancers engaged in club activities right now are to go through things like that. Look at your organizations, start planning ahead for when we can all get back to dancing.
Do they even know we're there?
I don't know.
Well, I can hear somebody asking.
Yeah.
This is Jerry and Donna. We just got on and we're on by phone. Can you hear us?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great, great. Our computer is sick and is being, it's at the hospital.
Okay, do we have any questions for Dale?
I'm not seeing any questions come in through the chat. We've had a couple of comments saying thanks, and people have appreciated the information, so.
Okay, I want to show you that we have our future USDA webinar topics coming up in February. We'll be promoting square dancing during the most challenging of times with Mike Hogan. March, do you hear what I hear? Getting the word out. April, USDA at the national conventions. May, the USDA Handicapable program. And June, our USDA specialty programs and honors. I'd like to thank Dale and Kathy and Tony and Diana for putting on this presentation. You know, with technology, we always need that second that second set in there, just same as I needed Bonnie in there to get me started too.
Most
So I hope-
definitely.
And Mylene, if I can interrupt you for a moment, one of the things we want to do, this was a new project we started back in October with these webinars, and we are scheduled through June to go over all of the things that USDA is involved with. But our plan is to keep moving forward, and I know that we want to, we're lucky enough at the last webinar to have Teresa from Collar Lab join us and talk about some of the Collar Lab programs. And as we continue to move forward with this webinar series, we hope to have more engagement from other organizations and have them join us in talking about some of the programs. And one of the biggest things I'm sure on everybody's mind is how do we get back to dancing after all this time apart? You know, the video dancing has been great, but we want to get back dancing in person, and what is going to be our best way to do that? So please continue to join us on these webinars and share with your friends so that we can help get this word out. It's been great to see people from all across the country. We do have a question. Is there a consideration to providing guidance and information about the use of social media, from what are they to how to use them? Actually, that is the March webinar. Is going to be talking about social media and other aspects of getting the word out. Any other questions people have?
I see that Kathleen has her hand up.
Yes, thank you. Excuse me. I'd like to know how a friend sent me the link to this. How do I get on the link? Is there some place I need to register to get your links for your webinars?
Perfect segue.
I know, we won't, you can pay me later.
I think you're muted, Mylene.
Yes, you can email us at usda.socialmedia@usda.com.
No.
Backwards.
Social media at usda.org.
And we will get you added to the email list. Just give us your name, your email address, and what region you're from. And if you know of anybody else that wants to be on there, you can include them, and we will get you out for the email list and distribution.
All right, please repeat that email one more time. Slower. I'm a little on the dyslexic side. Actually, it's okay, but
Social media. All is one word. Social media at usda.org.
Got it. Thanks so much.
And
Someone just asked me to type it into the chat, so I will.
Yep, there it is.
And I might add that if you haven't been to usda.org, on the very front page, there is a link for the webinar. It's called Beyond the Dance Floor, the whole series. And there'll be a link and other links as well, like for the slides from the program on the usda.org webpage. So you can always go there and click the link there as well. And I would like to add, as reiterate what Bonnie and Mylene have done, is share this information, share the fact that we have these webinars going on every month with any of your social media or club contacts, email, so that we can, get more people to participate in them.
I have a question about those webinars. Is there a particular date? Is it always the what is it? This the third Saturday or something?
Saturday.
What is it?
Been on the second Saturdays.
Second Saturdays.
Right. We did the
Nor-
third, we did the third
Normally-
Saturday of this month because of how New Year's fell.
Oh, okay. So it will be on the 13th in February and March.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, second Saturdays and the same time?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. And let's see, what was my other question? Ah, the old age, it just went.
All right.
It's
For
good.
those of you that are not familiar with who Mike Hogan is, Mike Hogan is a marketing manager, director, VP, something for iHeartMedia. He is also an internationally known square dance caller and was supposed to be the keynote speaker at the Spokane National Convention. So we are very, very excited that he's going to do the program for us next month. So definitely spread the word about Mike.
Yes, Mike is an awesome caller.
Any other questions from anybody? And thank you all for the nice comments that you've posted on the chat. We do appreciate it, and we are so happy to see new faces that are joining us for these webinars.
On behalf of everybody at United Square Dances of America, we want to thank you for participating in today's webinar. We hope you enjoyed the session and maybe learned a little bit more about this amazing organization. We welcome your feedback, and as Bonnie said, you've been giving it, and we thank you very much. And you will tell your friends and dancers about our programs in the upcoming series. And Bonnie pretty much told you about Mike Hogan next month. And then until then, stay safe, everybody. Be kind, and we hope to see you on a dance floor soon. Thank you for attending today.
Thank you,
Thank you,
guys. That was
everybody.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Take care. Thank
We'll see
you.
you.
Nice
Be really
Thank
nice.
you.
to hear your voices.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. Bye.
Goodbye.
You gonna unmute us?
We're unmuted.
Okay.
I wonder if they know how many people got on.
My top count was 34. 34 sites.
Yes.
So you did it, Dale.
Good job.
Yeah, good job.
Good job.
And good backup, Diana.
Yes.
This is why it's good to have a good backup plan, because we never know when technical glitches are going to happen.
Oh, that's for sure.
Well, we even got on and practiced and did the entire thing on a Zoom meeting last week, and we didn't have any problems.
Of course not.
I was so glad to see so many new names that showed up and participated. And
I saw the count hit 35.
Yeah, I was going to say 35 also.
we may have had, the last time I looked at the count, it was 34. So,
Well,
Well, the phone
But the
call
peak-
came in from,
yeah.
Jerry and Dana.
Well, we'll go with Mr. Matsko's count because.
Well, and what excited me was to see both Deborah Carroll Jones and Lisa Seastrom on with us, and I think there was another caller that joined on. So I mean, that's really nice to see that we're getting some other folks besides the dancers. We're getting some of the callers to participate that hadn't participated before.
Right.
That's great.
That was great.
And Brian, again, thank you for joining us from Canada.
Yes. Sure.
I know you got on early, but I was glad to get a chance to chat with you before we got started.
I was too. Thank you, Bonnie. That was good.
You're quite welcome, and we hope you can join us again next time and bring some of your fellow Canadians.
Looking forward to the session in February. My background is commercial television broadcasting, so I'm sure that's going to be great, especially with a fellow from iHeartMedia. So thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful.
Bonnie, I think Brian just volunteered to do a future webinar.
Going.
You gotta watch what you say with this group.
It sounds like he's perfect for it.
Yeah. Well, I think, like I say, with social media going the way it is, it's going to be good to have input from lots of different people when we do that March webinar.
So Brian, please share your contact information with Bonnie so she can track you down when she needs you. These webinars, you just disappear and we don't get back to you. So if you would please send Bonnie your contact information, we can keep in touch.
Yeah, we'll get you the direct, hopefully you'll go out and join if you're on Facebook, go out and join our Facebook group, but also just, email us your email information and we'll get you added so you'll get a direct reminder about these. So
I should ask of what we've discussed here or the information shared, was there anything specifically about web pages for clubs? If your clubs in the United States or anything like ours, some of the web pages, club pages are in sad shape, let me say.
That's something that we haven't done and, probably should look at, because you're right. There are a lot that are, even before the pandemic were terribly out of date. Even some of the caller web pages, I'd go out looking for information on somebody and to check their schedule, and their schedule was as of, 2016, and, their booking list. And it's like, well, I'm in 2020, I would like, to know what you're doing now. So I think that's a good one. We don't have a program set up, but I'm already, as I said earlier, I'm already working on ideas for programs after June of this year. This was an experiment to do this series, and we have our USDA winter meeting in 2 weeks. So I'm hoping
1 week.
1 week.
Next week.
Next week, Bonnie.
That's right. I'm losing track. Sorry.
As long as you don't miss the meeting.
No, I won't. But, I'm hoping to get the thumbs up from the executive committee to move forward with continuing the series beyond June. But, as of when we set this up, it was like, okay, we're going to let you have it through, for the first year and see where we do. So, but I already have lots of ideas.
Help put USDA on the map. That's great. That's good.
What did you say, Masco?
No, I'm just saying this is helping put USDA on the map. We're even spreading our exposure, and that's why we're doing them. So and it's working. So that's
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah, I agree. And I, Bonnie, make sure you write that down in your list, that, the web page idea, because I think we're going to need to keep.
And I think that's a full session on its own.
Yeah, I agree, because, like many other, people who travel, I rely on websites to try and figure out who's dancing when if I'm traveling. I look for a state or regional affiliate, a local affiliate, and clubs. And I said, you go on there, and as you said, the last time they updated it was 4 years ago, and then they don't even have anybody with the current phone number that you can contact. So
Eileen, can you stop sharing your screen so we can, I've got little tiny pictures of everybody that.
Sure. I
like
just stretched my gallery view so I could see the whole screen.
Yeah. But I think a lot of it too is that so many webmasters for clubs are volunteers who know just enough to be dangerous. I know when I had to take over at 2 jobs ago, I was running the website for our association, and it's like, okay, I could learn how to do certain things, but I wasn't that genius that knew all the programming and all the stuff. It's like I could update the website that was there for us, and website managers can be incredibly expensive. So, I think anything we can do to help, teach some folks or give them tips, but it's also very time consuming. You have to be dedicated to be willing to make those updates. So, but Brian, is that some area of expertise that you have on websites?
Not particularly. It's just that my volunteer work is marketing in the province of British Columbia for all those dance forums, Square Around, Clog, and Contra. And
Ask Mylene if she.
I guess the thing that I've fallen on largely is we're fortunate to have the funding to actually buy Facebook advertising. And with a broadcast background, I understand market segmentation and how you can zero in demographically and geographically with Facebook. It's an incredible tool for marketing, but we don't, when you split that funding that we have among the 50 clubs that have new dancer sessions, it's not a lot of money per club to target their city, but we're seeing results and are hoping to build that funding so that we're able to have more impact. But you wouldn't believe, as an advertiser on Facebook, the analytics that they provide are unreal. It breaks down who it was that looked in on your ad, what their age group is, how long they looked at the ad, 3 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Powerful, but if you don't have the funding to purchase that advertising, it's fairly weak.
And Brian, is your funding provided by the Canadian government, or what is your source of the funding?
No, it's membership and fundraising within our provincial dance organization. It annoys me that years ago we explored charitable status with a Canada Revenue Agency, and they said the main issue for us is that we were not offering directly as an organization programs and projects, or enough programs and projects to warrant giving us charitable status. So it meant.
Excuse me, just 1 minute. Mylene, can you turn the recording off, please?
I did.
Oh, okay, because my said.
I thought it was, well, I thought I hit it off.
Well,
Okay.
Brian,